In the video today, I'm covering my picks for the UFC card this weekend. Dern versus Rodriguez, that's a Brazilian R. And I'll cover the big rematch between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I will caveat the UFC event by saying that it's not the most stacked of cards, and there's a lot of lesser known fighters, so I'm just going to give picks on the fights that I'm confident on. It's a fun card though, it's a nice warm up to the boxing, 9 o'clock in the UK, so for those staying up, leads up to it quite nicely. So if we start with the main event, as a small favourite, I'd go with Mackenzie Dern. She's never going to be a knockout artist, but her stand-up's got to a level where she's now no longer just that one-dimensional jiu-jitsu fighter. I think we'll see her hang on her feet with Rodriguez, and in a 5-round fight, will eventually take her down. Rodriguez's last fight was against a fairly undersized Michelle Waterson. She was going up a weight category. She got taken down and just looked like a fish out of water. Someone with the jiu-jitsu ability of Dern, it's not going to be a long fight on the floor. I'm going to say 3rd round submission for Dern. Other fights on this card, I would pick Matheus Nicolau over Tim Elliott. It's one of those typical veteran versus up-and-coming prospect matchups. Tim Elliott is coming off a couple of wins, but before that, lost 3 in a row, including some pretty rough losses. He's had a few injuries recently, so you throw that in the mix, and I think you're looking at a fighter who's on the back 9 of his career. Nicolau, pretty hot prospect right now. Came out of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil series in 2015. Since then, went 6-1, including 3 wins in a row leading up to this one. Yeah, I think he gets it done by decision. Phil Hawes over Deron Winn is my final pick on this card. Again, Hawes is the up-and-coming prospect. His last loss came against Julian Marquez. Absolutely no shame in losing to a guy whose nickname is the Cuban Missile Crisis. And since then, he's won 7 in a row, including 5 finishes. I've seen Deron win in some pretty entertaining fights, so this could be a good one, but he's often been on the wrong end of the result. He's lost 2 of his last 3 fights, and both the losses were to guys with less than stellar UFC records. I'm going to say Phil Hawes by decision. So now, if we go into the boxing, the Bronze Bomber, Bomb Squad, we all love him, but it's so hard to see this fight going anywhere other than another Tyson Fury win. He outboxed him in the first fight, the draw. He outboxed him and then finished him in the second fight. Bearing in mind, neither fighter has fought anyone else since their last bout. You've read the stories. Wilder's got a new camp. He's doing things differently. It's not a new story. Most of the time, switching camps, not the best sign. I mean, the guy went 40-0 with 39 knockouts before his draw with Fury. I could play EA Fight Night, unless I'm playing on a kid's setting, I might not get a record like that. There's nothing wrong with what he was doing, but I think eventually came up against a bigger, more technical fighter in Fury. And at this stage of his career, he's not going to relearn the game. He's not going to overtake that technique. So unless he lands that bronze bomb, and I don't think he does, I don't give him a chance. For me, I think Fury gets it done again, and this time finishes him even quicker. I'm going to say Fury, round 6, TKO. Best part of that, we then get onto the fights that people actually want to see. You get Fury versus Usyk and Wilder Joshua. Take my money.